What is up, friends? Welcome to the Stopher Show. Finally, another Monday edition. How is everyone doing? I am Stopher Cavins, psychic medium, and the sage. The sage is burning, smoking. Anyway, it's great to be back. I don't have many questions. I saw that Niver, you are headed out for Africa tomorrow. We are all sending you the best energy, the bestest energy. Have a good time. I know it's going to be a wonderful trip, vacation, venture, if you will. So yeah, we're all sending that good energy. Hi, Marnie. Thank you for being here, Jillian, as well. All right, so I'm still Stopher Cavins, psychic medium. If you're welcome, Suzanne. Or thank you, thank you, Suzanne, for the compliment. We're going to be doing one question. If anybody has a question, go ahead and feel free to put it in the comments. Since I have some extra time tonight, I might try to do one or two of them. Otherwise, I might tell a story. I had a really cool reading today. I might share with you some of the process that happened. Not so much the reading itself, but some of the how it came about, how the information came about, and whatnot. If you would like a private reading with me, I offer those. What I do here is just a little bit of a sampling. It's much different than what I do privately in a session one-on-one. There's much more deep information. There's more layers to it. We cover health and wellness, love, and all the relationships. Anything going on in the four walls of your home, the energy, what's going on there. If there's a move coming, kind of where I feel your movement energy happening. Of course, career and finances can be covered in a psychic reading. Occasionally we get into spirituality. Some folks have spiritual questions and whatnot, and I can feel into that as well. So kind of encompasses everything for the psychic readings. Those are we've got 30 and 45-minute sessions. If you don't want to sit for a session, you can do the e-reading. Those seem to be really, really popular. Pop in your 4 questions right on my website. You can ask me pretty much anything other than when people are going to die, and I don't do mediumship in the emailed readings either. But any question you have about your current situations, outcomes, predictions, motivations, that type of thing. And then I will, within a couple days, send you a recorded reading. Usually the readings are 12 to, depending on what the information is. But that's how that goes. I also do mediumship, where I'm connecting you. Sorry, the camera keeps going up. I'm connecting you with loved ones that are in spirit, right? So, and that's what I did today for somebody. It was kind of interesting. So we're bringing forward information, evidence, so that we know who we're talking to. We're certain this is the person that's around, because how would Stopher know this information? Or, of course, there's messages that come forward, things left unsaid, that type of thing. A lot of times it can be very healing, those types of readings. So we do those 30 minutes, or you can do the 50-minute combo, which gives you time for both. But some people want, to use the 50-minute session, and they just want psychic, or they just want mediumship for the entire time. And that's fine too. I am a psychic medium for the people. All right. What else do I want to tell you? If I do read for you tonight, I'm not a doctor. I'm not an attorney. No longer a real estate agent here in California. What else am I not? All the things I am not. Licensed. Therapist, couples therapist, all that stuff. But if you need more than just my opinion of your energy, I'm looking for water a little bit there. If you do need more than just my psychic opinion of your energy, please consult with those professionals. Yes. Thank you, C. Thank you for being here. If you would like to click that like button, please do that. Also, if you're not following me, please do that. Kissy Cat, thank you for being here. Mystery caller Sean. All right. Very cool. Very cool. Akash, yeah, thank you for being here. Joe, what's up, my friend? All right. Somebody said the email readings are great. Good deal. Tony, thank you for being here. All right. Just a quick story about the reading today. Not too much, because they are private readings, so I keep all the specific information private. But just to kind of let you know, in the process, there was a bit of a gear change. So I do my afternoon appointment, 1 o'clock Pacific time. I do it on my lunch break. I have another marketing job. Some of you know that, some of you may not. But I live 4 blocks from where I work, so I pop over here, and of course, I know who the reading's for. I don't know them, but I'll have their name and what kind of reading it is. That's usually the only information I have. With this one, I did know because the person that I was reading for, I think their partner had called or emailed me previously and said that I think they were texting me. They wanted to order this for their partner and told me who the loved one was that recently passed, the relationship there, and that their partner was grieving. And so I was going to read for the partner. Get on the, place the phone call. So I don't know what these folks look like. I don't even know where they're from. I didn't, recognize the area code. So it's the partner that had been texting me, the female, and she says, my husband's not really up for it. He's not going to do the reading. He's still kind of processing, which made sense to me because I could tell there was a lot of active grief going on. So she says, I'd like to do the reading. I'll take the reading. You can read for me, which is fine. It's not the first time that has happened. Something like that, where I think I'm reading for one person and it's actually somebody else that's going to do it, or they hand it off to somebody else. So, I did let her know. Hey, in the past, sometimes this has been difficult. When there's a bit of a gear change, because I spent a little time before the reading setting my intentions, grounding myself, really preparing and getting in focus just for one person. And she said, that's fine. No expectations, but there are some folks in spirit that I would love to hear from. And, off we go. So I asked her for permission, told her kind of my process and what's actually happening, that I'm connecting with her and her loved ones through her. They are a part of her, and that's how that works. And I just kind of tune into her radio there and pull through their essence and their messages, and that's how it's kind of alive, right? Sorry for the dogs barking. It seems to be what they like to do when I'm trying to work or relax. They act like dummies. So she gave me permission. Off we go. She understood. Immediately, a gentleman came through, and the information was quite good. She became emotional. It was an emotional reading. Understood a lot of it, the messages, the evidence as well. And so it just never ceases to amaze me. I mean, I've been doing this professionally for 4 years now, and it will never not have me in awe of just how not just me, but any of us can kind of filter through energy and information, and how it's alive but not alive, right? So this person's no longer physically here, but their energy and essence and whatever you want to call it is speaking to us. And you don't need to go to a medium for this. But sometimes, there's blockages, there's grief, there's guilt, and just different things in the way, human stuff in the way. So to have that third party like myself or any of other wonderful readers that are out there, it's just cool that we have that opportunity. So yeah, the dogs are part of the show. It's a shit show, if you will, with the dogs. Stopher has dogs. Yes, Stopher has 2 dogs. Thank you. Everyone loves the hat. Thank you. All right. So anyway, that's that. I just I got the sense she loved the reading. She said she loved the reading. She said it was healing, and that's all that matters. But it was like an unexpected thing. I didn't even expect to read her. It was hey Ashley, bestie. Thank you. It was a nice surprise, but of course I doubt myself. I'm human. I doubt myself. Sometimes the changing of the gears. I used to be a lot worse. If something, not just like with mediumship and that kind of thing, but just anything in life, I did not do well with last minute changes. It just drove me crazy. It was a hang up that I had. And I'm much better about it now. My husband's here. Oh yeah. So I guess I can tell now because I think everybody at his current job knows. But my husband got a job over here closer to where we live. For those of you that didn't know, he's been for like 4 years driving to like 2 hours and then staying over in that area for the week, and then kind of back on the weekends. But now, starting in March, full time, full time, woohoo! Finally happened. It's been a road, but I really believe that it all kind of, and my husband also says this too. That it just kind of all came together and was meant to be, and um, all the other missed opportunities, or whatever happened, that was meant to be as well. So yeah, he's got a job. Money's good. It all like is making sense. It's like what, 10-12 minutes drive from our house. So that's nice. He'll be off before me, so he can cook and clean for me before I get. That's not required, but he usually does do that. So yeah, I'm excited to have full-time husband again. All right, let me pull up the web email. I think we're just reading for Jordan, and I haven't pre-read on this, so pre-connected. So Jordan, if you're watching, this is happening right now. And if you're watching in the future on replay, this is happening right now. All right. I recently had a falling out with a friend. All right. And I'm wondering if I'm doing the right thing by stepping back and letting things be, or if I should be proactive in protecting my reputation, as this person is known to speak ill or lie about former friends and acquaintances. All right. So I already know how this is going to go. This is not my personal opinion. It's actually maybe a little different than my personal opinion, but I'm already getting what they'll do sometimes, just to kind of tell you, show you guys how the sausage is made here. They mean the energies I'm connecting to, not people, but the energies I'm connecting to of the people will show me immediately, like throw in either my own experience that I've had or somebody else, something that I have awareness of that has happened or I've seen or heard, whatever. And immediately I'm being shown a situation with that I was involved in, being a co-parent and having a co-parent partner that also was kind of similar in the way that they might tell people, specifically my children, things about me, just to kind of spin a narrative or have the narrative that they want. And that was always something that was challenging, right? Because you don't want, when you do have your children, you don't want to be like constantly like pulling them and trying to respin the narrative to them and kind of putting them in the middle of it. So I just left it alone and just told myself, I guess I was using the let them theory back then. So it was just like, let her do that. I'm gonna, they go low, they go low, I go high. And it worked out because my kids saw through it pretty quickly, and I, looked good. That wasn't my goal, but to look good, but it kind of shook itself out, and they knew what was real and was not, and what was not. So I'm being shown that specifically. So what I'm trying to say here in so many words is let it roll. It's good. It's going, that person, if they do decide to do that, and I do think they will to a degree, especially to like we have to talk about 3 or 4 different people. So a handful of people, they will put their side of the story out there, spin the narrative, maybe run you through the mud. It will be obvious. It will end up being very obvious, and you will look very, very good on the other side of this, Jordan, as the person that just was the bigger person. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't become a bad thing, but or a big deal. That's that. And that, I'm trying, where'd everybody go? Uh-oh. Bear with me, guys. I forgot how to use the computer. All right, that's crazy. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. That's the one question that came in. If you would like your question answered on the Stopher Show, please follow the directions down here in yellow. We're live every Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific, California time. I'm in Los Angeles, if you didn't know that. You will get your questions answered for the upcoming show. There's a deadline, I think, on Sunday evenings. So if you can get your question in by Sunday evening, it will be on the following Monday's show. The Stopher Show at stophercavins.com is the email. Once again, if you would like your question answered on the following Monday show, please email the Stopher Show at stophercavins.com. If you would like a private reading with me, which I just explained at the top of the show, how that works and what I offer, go to stophercavins.com. My calendar's on there. You can get appointments as early as, I don't know about tomorrow. No, tomorrow's booked. Wednesday. Appointments as early as Wednesday. All right, we can do it. All right, does anybody have any questions about anything? All right, let's see. Indie Art Love. Appreciate you being here. I've been trying to start my own business for several years, filling lots of blocks and stuck. Any insight? Yeah, a lot has to change for this to happen. I've not just your blocks that I'm feeling, just an energetic block in general is what's happening here. Indie Art Love. So I never say will it not happen, but or, I never say things won't happen. The future's not written, so you write it. But currently, you're not writing anything. Currently, the path and there's not a lot activated here, other than maybe a desire. But beyond that, I don't have a lot of energy that's kind of brewing activated. You're going to have to get that. We'll use some analogies here. That snowball rolling down the hill. Right now, we've got maybe a speck of snow. We need to pick up some traction, right? So how you do that? I mean, I think it start, let's add a second speck of snow. Let's get the precipitation happening first of all. So anything. I would suggest just writing some thoughts down. Just start simple, because it's what they're showing me is like you've got all these kind of ideas, and it's like you almost want it to start like we want to throw everything in the pot at once and have a recipe come together. But this is going to start a little more one foot in front of the other is what I'm getting with this. That's my understanding of this energy. So start putting that, all the analogies, right? Start putting that first foot out, and then we'll get the second one out there. Start accumulating that snow so we can get the snowball rolling. I'm confident you'll at least get it in process. So that's what we're dealing with. But you got to start it. Yeah, you really have to, start the actual process part of it. And any little part of it is good. All right, Rich. Thank you for being here, Rich. Cool picture. Is there a new job on the horizon for me? Timeline. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Okay, what I understand about this, Rich, is it just feel like there is a current either job or way that you're spending your time. So sometimes it's not a job, sometimes it's a passion project or something you're helping with a friend. But I do feel like you're spinning your wheels on something here. Let's go out about, let's say it's really, really going. Let's go out about 8 months is what your energies are telling me. Not for the change, but I do feel like there's kind of a shift and there's a lot of information coming in. So what this tells me is there's some changes with your current situation that will then push you or even catapult you into finding what's next. I don't know that it happens this year. I feel like I want to turn that calendar at least once and then kind of peek around into 2026 a little bit. So I would say this time, or maybe just a little bit later than this time, I can see you doing something else. And I feel like we're in a industry where I feel like I want to produce and create things. So there is either a creative or production aspect to the environment you'll be in. So we're creating things, we're producing things. I do feel like there's hands moving around me. So I don't know if it will be you with the hands on, but there will be in that kind of environment. All right, hope that helps you. Good luck with the job. Be free. All right. Do you see a relationship coming my way this spring? Immediately, I'm saying no. I'm saying no. I don't think a relationship starts. I do think there's like I almost get like oh, the vacuum. The vacuum just started. You know how they're almost showing me like a car where we're trying to start the car, we're putting it in gear, and then it's like we think we're going to drive, and then it kind of stalls out. So I do think there's something that looks kind of it's either like a comeback around energy or maybe somebody that I do think you're connected somehow already with this person, but there's a little bit of a and then stall out, start and then stop, and we don't get going again. So I don't think it turns into a relationship. I think it's a bit of a blip, but you're also kind of I feel like we're closer to the end of the year or flipping the calendar into the first part of 2026. I think there will be people though. There'll be people that kind of surface or come out of the woodwork. Short answer, no, not this spring. Something comes your way, but it's not a relationship. It's a blip. It's a blip. All right. How's everybody doing? Everybody happy? Is everybody feeling good? Ashley, oh my bestie. I've had a few readings with Ashley, and she's amazing as well. So thank you for saying that, Ashley. Appreciate you. We chop it up. we'll leave it there. All right. Let's see. All right. We'll do a little reading for you, a little mini. Wait. There we go. As always, I have a question. Nothing yet from Jay, and I'm really yeah. So I know we had discussed that there would be some reaching out around the middle of the month, possibly even Valentine's Day. Nothing yet. And I told you, like last time we talked, it seemed like it was maybe slipping beyond Valentine's Day a little bit. So I guess that's kind of what I was feeling. All right, you're getting annoyed and fed up, trying to be patient. Yeah. And that was a year ago. We knew we'd have to be patient in this situation. All right, I wanted to ask if anything's changed. Yeah, I mean, with Jay, it's just a little bit of he also has some things that are happening. We've discussed this, and I don't need to go into what I know about that, but it's continuing to shift for him. So there's a little bit of him feeling sorry for himself, a little down energy. I'm guessing that's pushing the timelines out a little bit. I think we're still on course for there to be a meeting eventually and some more communication. So he's just kind of going through it a little bit more. It's like things are stacking up. So his situation got a little bit more intense, and there's a little bit of a. I think we talked about this too. He doesn't have great tools to deal with some of this stuff as you do. When things get tough. So he's that's why his timelines are very long. He too is not good at switching gears. All right. Yep. Class tomorrow, Bernicia. We're doing a little workshop. Class 3. All right, Stopher, what are your thoughts on the whole 5D split from 3D? Is that an energy split or a real Earth split? I have no idea what you're talking about. I kind of like that though, and I don't know some of the lingo that's. It's I don't get too much into some of this. I read energy, but I look at it very straightforward. As many of you know, I take a little bit of the woo out of it. I take a lot of the woo out of it. It's just kind of my thing. It's kind of my brand. Yeah, I think it's more of just we'll call it what you're calling an earth split. It seems to be whatever energy collectively we're feeling or is happening. It's definitely here. It's definitely here. It's definitely happening between people and the physical earth. So hope that hope that answers. It's definitely woo. It's definitely a woo thing. Yeah, I'm not super into that. All right, Marty, what do you got? Wondering if 2599 Forksdale might be in an in between. Yeah. Yeah. For some reason, I want to go up. So this is either going to be like north of the area you were looking for, because on a map, or it's elevated, or we're going up levels, a tall house. I just want to like look up. So if you can understand that, I do like Forksdale as a potential. I think it checks a lot of the boxes temporarily. And I do think there's going to be a situation where we put stuff in storage, or we have it because I want to split your stuff up too. I don't think all of it can go to Forksdale or whatever's next. I feel like we got to put some stuff here and there, maybe even 3 spots. So I do like it as an in between. I do think there's going to be an in between home. I feel like you got to be aggressive with Forksdale, whether we're doing lease or buy, whatever it is. We have to be. I want to really grab onto it and be aggressive. So hopefully that helps. I say go for it and be aggressive. All right. There you go. There you go. But also protect yourself. All right. And I know I've predicted, and I do believe you're on a path for there to be a coming back together with Jay. But at some point, patience, might, if you have to be too patient, where you're cutting yourself off, and what do they say? Cut your nose off in spite of your face. If that kind of thing's happening, you want to definitely put yourself first at some point, or maybe change things. All right. Anybody else ask questions? I'm just gonna go up through here. If not, I'm gonna get off here and go eat. I made some ramen. Not the noodle part of it, but the broth part of it. Made it scratch from scratch. It's really good. Ribeye style with mushrooms. Didn't find the shiitake mushrooms. They don't have those at the Walmart neighborhood market apparently, so I had to use the Bella mushrooms, and they were fine. It was good. Much better than the packaged stuff, and I'm sure it was like lower sodium too. Anyway, I guess the reason I'm telling you this because I was like kind of taking my normally when I'm cooking, I'm kind of in a hurry and it just kind of gets I cook like on high heat and it's just like a lot. But I decided I was going to do things separately and take my time with it. So it was a little bit of like a spiritual experience just to kind of relax into it and enjoy it. Spain. Who's talking about Spain? Charlie. Hi. Do you see a smooth transition for my upcoming move to Spain? Anything to stand out what I might have to look out for? Yeah. Okay, smooth, like things fall into place, easy. No, 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 no. Uh Watch out for really, I feel like I want to start enrolling in things. So I don't know if this is like you have kids, daycare, but I feel like I do want to. Do you have children? Because I feel like I want to enroll or apply for something that would help child. Regardless, I think yeah, get ahead of like the paperwork and the kind of the processes kind of thing, because I think there's either some stuff to know there, or some time that might be, your children are grown. There there's something where we need to like submit and enroll and make sure that we're kind of make sure we're in there. But other than that, yeah, I think it will be. I think it will be smooth. But it's like I want to tell you to get ahead of some of the processes and the paperwork and something like that. Maybe it has to do with some kind of visas or documentation for being in the country. Okay. There we go. Interesting you say that, having issues with my application. Yeah, something like that where we need to like push, 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 or do more, or do it faster, or do it sooner. So all the stuff where it's like more and better, it can be done better or more efficiently. So other than that, yeah, other than that, I think everything is good. So if you can get that squared away, good to go. Congratulations on the move, the transition to Spain. Sounds wonderful. Sounds fantastic. All right. Here we go. Mystery caller Sean. I love that. Medical massage therapist here. How long will I stay in this career? 30 years in, and I'm age 61. Okay. Okay. It, I can already tell it's going to be longer than you're probably wanting it to be. Um, you must, not that 61's like old or anything, but I'm just thinking like massage. Because when I get massages, my cousin was a massage therapist. You really have to like, takes a lot of strength, right? Hand strength, arm strength. She would use her elbows, all the stuff. But even for me as somebody, in my mid 40s, it's like I wouldn't be able to do that all the time. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say is I think you're in good health because I'm being shown that you could do this if you want it for another 10 years. Uh, and it's almost like if you don't want to work that long, I think some things need to change because that's kind of the path you're on. So if you do want to work that long, then that's what you're doing. Good job. But if you'd like to cut that shorter, to say 5 years, I think you're going to have to make some changes, probably with the way you're running your business, the amount of money you're saving, just kind of all the goal oriented stuff that will need to change. Because right now you're on a freeway that's taking you like 10 years. And I think you could, if you wanted to do it at age 70, I think you actually could. That's why I'm thinking you're in pretty good shape. Anyway, yeah. So I think because they're showing me you could get to, and you're kind of on a path to get to 40. So if you don't want that, change some of the path. Oh, asteroids. What do you think the odds are that the asteroid 2024 year 4S? I don't know what that means. Please explain. Trying to see if there were any other things about the asteroid question. Lotus Siren, any insight on purchasing a home with the NACA program? I don't think you qualify, and I'm being shown. I feel like time, and I don't know what this program is. Maybe I should look it up. But that's fine. I don't need to know what it is because they're still showing me the energy I need to see. But I will because I'm curious. Naka. That's funny because in Spanish, naka means something interesting. All right. It's a first time home buyer program. Oh my God. Somebody searched Naka home buying program scam. Don't get scammed. Okay. Let's look at the requirements. Because I'm being shown whatever requirement that is kind of either like on the edge or you might kind of make things difficult. It has to do with time. So time of something. Why is it using Yahoo? I think you're going to do a different program or different type of financing. Doesn't mean don't try. But my prediction is there will be something that's kind of a bit of a technicality that makes it not able to happen. I don't always have good news. Dang it. Ramen and sour cream. The only time I did that, one time I got this really spicy, like prepackaged ramen and had like the 3 chili peppers on it. So it tells me it was like really spicy. And I don't do well with spicy things anymore. But you know, what the heck? I'm a man. So I did it. I ate it, and it was very extremely spicy. And so I was like trying to cut the spice level down and I find anything that was like cold and like creamy. And so I threw a crap ton of sour cream in it. It didn't really help. It did kind of taste good, but the spice still like almost killed me. I almost died. All right. Do you see my work pivoting to incorporate advocating for kids in some way? Yeah, I do, and I almost feel like there is not like let me something like a shelter. I almost feel like we kind of connect to or somehow like hitch our wagon to either like the foster care system or something that feels kind of organized with kids that are kind of like out of a home, kind of displaced is what I want to say. So that's why they're showing me like shelters or foster care or um, adoption programs. There's something here with when I want to talk about displaced children specifically. Um, yeah. So the answer is yes, but it's almost like you kind of hitch your wagon to another organization and kind of do like a little collaboration. Yes. I don't have a timeline for this. I don't know that it's in the works yet. So it might be a long timeline because I don't think there's a lot of, that proverbial or that analogy of the snowball rolling down the hill. Not a lot of snow accumulated yet. What's this? I was just taking last night, searching it. I am not arthritic, but I don't know what this was. Oh, somebody else was taking. Okay, so you guys are chatting. You guys are chatting, talking amongst yourselves. Okay, yeah. So I think what you were talking about, Kiss the Cat, keep increasing the odds is going to hit December to 32. Yeah, 2032. There's an asteroid that's, yeah, I do remember that in the news a couple of weeks ago where leading up to the new news, it was like 1 point something percent chance, and now it's like a like 2%, which is still very small, but that is alarming as we get closer. The odds are increasing. I do feel like they increase. I don't think they go over like 15% chance. Um, I just don't think I don't think it's our time to get hit by a meteor. I'm gonna let the dog in. Bear with me, guys. This will probably last for like 2 seconds. Dude, hey, dude, say hi. You want to say hi? He's uh, he's crazy. He's doing better. Seems that some of the chewing is subsiding. Housebroken. Stretching. He's taller. I think he's taller. He's growing because we're feeding him. We feed him. We love him. All right. Do you see me getting a good raise in May at my current job? I think I do. I don't know if it's. I think it's standard raise. I don't know that it's a good raise. And I feel like it's in June, actually, late May, early June. So, yeah, if they've told you this, I do feel like they're keeping their word. Or if this is like the standard kind of where it's landing in May, I think it will land in May or early June. So he's so cute. Thank you. I don't know where the other one is. The little potato we call him, the bulldog. He's probably sleeping. All right, 20 of you here. Thank you all. All right, I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna eat the rest of my ramen. Stroganoff. That sounds good. All right, friends. Thank you. It's been fun. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. And I love you. I love all of you. Chacho. Yeah, Chacho is sleeping. All right. Good night, everyone. Until if you're in my class, we'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. And then if you have questions, please email me. Do it now. Do it before Sunday. We'll get them on Monday. But good evening. Be well. Be happy. Be spiritual.